They offered someone offered all of the books in the series as well as the incentives for a flat fee, and I should have bought it, but
Yeah, I think it was Comic Mint that did that.
Yeah. Okay. Yes.
Yeah,
It was like $500.
Yeah,
for
but you know
all of them.
You can only buy so many comics, and it was a big risk to sink $500 into a whole bunch of covers. You just didn't know how the market was going to accept.
Right.
So I'm glad. I'm actually glad I didn't do it, because now I would have a whole bunch of books that I didn't want, because like this. So, but still, yeah, we'll have to see what the jury says in a year about these.
My two favorites are the Doctor Strange and Storm.
Yeah.
See, I really love the Jean Grey.
That's
Jean
a good
Grey
one,
one was amazing. I've been buying all the X-Men ones, and I got the Daredevil one just because I'm a Daredevil guy.
And the Doctor Strange is connected to Strange Academy, so there's a lot of more spec on that one, you know?
The cool one was the Empire, was that story Empire. They had a Alex Ross Timeless variant as well. They had like, it was Shang-Chi.
It was Spider-Man. It was like a one per store, I think that one was.
That's a sleeper for sure.
Yeah, I had like 5 different characters though. I had like Shang-Chi, Spider-Man, Iron Fist I think was on there.
I think so,
Yeah. But going back to, I mean, it's funny you guys kept bringing up like the Strange Academy and stuff. We were just talking about this last week. And I'm on the opposite side of it. I think Strange Academy, I think it's more hype because of the
There goes
show.
JR fucking with our money.
I just say it. I mean, that's my look at it is it so hot because everyone's specking it, or is it so hot because of our crew's already chimed in this. I'm just curious on your guys' crew.
The answer is yes.
What?
It's true. It honestly is. Go ahead, Richard.
No, it's an easily digestible story. So it's not a complex story. So I think people can get into it easy. Is there a lot of hype? Yes, there is. And I don't know necessarily at this point if all the hype is necessarily warranted. We will see as we get farther and farther into the story. But at this point, there is hype. You can't have just like we were talking about in Ministry of Truth, how you build up reality based on what people believe, which is the story about that book. It's the same thing with this title. If people are following it, people are hyping on it, it's going to continue to have that hype. And as long as the story stays positive and is easy to digest, we're going to get people who aren't comic book fans reading this, and it's going to continue to do well.
I do hope we get a spin-off book though called Ministry of Truth. That'd be awesome. For Department of Truth, have the British version of the Ministry of Truth.
Ministry of Truth.
That'd work.
I love them blokes.
One thing else about Strange Academy is people love that Scotty Young. I mean, I know he's just a writer, but he's doing covers. Frankly, I'm old. I don't get it. I mean, I
don't get it either.
I want someone who knows anatomy and knows how to draw. Thank you. But I get, people that like that type of art. They're probably started picking up just for that, and then got caught up in the wave.
Yeah.
I mean, that's probably the same. Would it be fair to compare this to like New Agents of Atlas? Like,
I love New Agents of Atlas. I will defend all iterations of that book.
Yeah.
But that number one's worth what, like $10 to $15, and you see Strange Academy like a 50.
Oh, wait, no, New Agents of Atlas #1. Richard and I have breaking news. We saw today sell on a live sell on Instagram a raw copy for $90.
What?
Damn.
What? Who is smoking what?
What?
Slabs 9.8s are going for $150 easy.
Huh? Really?
New Agents of Atlas #1, because it's the intro of Arrow. You've got all these new people that are in it.
Arrow and Wave.
I'm glad I bought a cover.
Severely underordered book because who cares? And I love the early Agents of Atlas, which were the 50s Marvel,
with the Gorilla Man and stuff.
Gorilla Man. I love that. So I was on board because I love that writer, Greg Pak. So I trust him, and he has not let me down. I think people are picking it up and going, wow, this is actually really good. The book I can't believe is on issue 12 and still has not been canceled yet is Arrow. It's decent, but the sales are just pathetic on it. If you ever look at the orders, I don't know if they're keeping it alive out of some sort of.
It may get canceled soon.
And someone's got pictures of the editor-in-chief with a donkey. I don't know.
No, Agent of Ass it's a spec we've been looking at for a long time now. We see it. Why I say we? I mean, John and I have talked about this. There is a huge untapped market in the Asian countries, China and that part of the world, where Marvel is trying to do inroads in. And by
they just did a huge deal in China, Marvel.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So this gives that market a bunch of identifiable characters right out of the gate. So if that happens, if there was a connection between that market and the Marvel Universe through these characters, these books are going to skyrocket because of the supply and demand, frankly. So it's inexpensive now to get into, and I recommend anyone who comes across these books can still get them on the LCS shelves. I buy them all the time. Swordmaster, I was buying $1 a piece out of boxes. Pick them up. I see that a lot about things. Pick them up and hold on to them.
We have our Mr. Spec here. What do you think, Alonzo?
No, I think it makes sense if Marvel's doing it because I mean, Arrow, it's crap. I've read it. I'll be honest. Nice. Swordsman's the same thing. Like it's still, I can't believe it's still out there. I'm like, oh my god.
Yeah.
That tells me something's going on.
Yeah, it would be.
I'm alive for a reason.
Yeah. I think there was something going on, but then again, I thought something was going on because of the facsimile issue of Alpha Flight #1.
They were doing there was a lot of rumors in the beginning for Arrow, like she was going to appear in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of that hype is part of that right now. I still can't believe it sold for $90. I mean, I have that particular issue as well as the 1 in 25, and then some of the store variants for Agents of Atlas. But I'm still like, you got to be kidding.
We saw it.
Man, I found some for cover, bro, and I was just like, I passed. I was like, I already have 3 or 4. I was like, I don't know. This book is a $10 book.
But I do feel like these characters, and again, to Richard's point, that I mean, Marvel movies are doing so in Asia. I think having an Asian character, I think Shang-Chi's going to do super well.
Mm-hmm.
And having these other Asian characters, I think, will help benefit Marvel in that it'll open up a different market.
You think Shang-Chi will make everything explode in Asia to have them bring in the new Agents of Atlas?
If it comes out.
Yeah.
If we get to that year.
It's very cynical, but I think it's true. You think Marvel did a Shang-Chi movie because somebody had a really great fondness for Master of Kung Fu and had a great idea in a script and said, I'll fight for this movie to get it made? No, they saw a market opportunity.
Marvel likes money.
Alonzo. And it's a business. Disney, F Marvel, Disney saw a market opportunity and they jumped. So I think Arrow, I think new Agents of Atlas, I think they're a little bit of Swordmaster loss leaders, like when Best Buy used to sell CDs for $7 just to get you in the door so you bought a refrigerator. Mm-hmm. That's kind of what these things are, to keep the intellectual properties going, because if you are Donny Cates, I'm going to get real philosophical here, so shut me up at any time. If you're Donny Cates, are you going to give Marvel your best creation?
No.
Or are you going to keep it for yourself and go to Image or somewhere else, IDW, something that lets you keep the copyright? So Marvel is desperate for any new IP. They have wrung the existing IP dry. Mm-hmm. You've got how many Spider-Men, how many Spider-Women now, so many variations of a theme, and they've run out. So when you've got something new like this, that also has the potential to go into an untapped market that is the biggest population in the world. Hell yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, I get it. No. I mean, I'm with you, man. I mean,
he just dropped the mic, guys.
I'm a big fan of Wave. Because I'm Filipino, and Wave's a big thing in Philippines in our culture, right? Like Waves is everybody moved from silk to wave like that because
Don't underestimate White Fox. Just saying.
No, yeah. It's going to be interesting.
Greg Pak is the right person to do it because obviously he's Asian. He has a great track record. He wrote one of my favorite books of the modern era, Incredible Hercules. And he has a sense of humor. He knows how to build a story. He knows how to build a world. And he's obviously not afraid to give up his creations. He's been with Marvel for going on 20 years now. So I think long term, there's something good here.
Mm-hmm. No, I'm with you, man. I'm totally with you. I just was kind of like, I see the spec value on them, and I'm looking at Strange Academy. I'm like, should I be buying into this or not? You know, like
the beauty of it is you can still find those copies on LCS shelves. It's still they're still out there, and they're in long boxes for $1. This is like when I was buying Miles Morales in long boxes in the back rooms of my LCS. They weren't worth anything back then. All it takes is one or two coincidences to occur to make something that was worth nothing, Eternals #1, and all of a sudden it has a huge value.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Ian, hit the road. Go to El Cajon. Hit those shops over there. I'm sure.
Oh man, I have a honey home, man, and
okay.
I won't say nothing, but I know where they're at.
There you go.
You know, and Alonzo's like, oh man.
Well, and all it takes is the right writer too. You get the right writer to get a hold of that character, and it just completely twists it.
Sure. Simonson on Thor, it made it flip that book.
Yeah.
I'm going to go back to Greg Pak. His other home run so far, Amadeus Cho. He's the guy that created Amadeus Cho. He knows what he's doing. He's a smart guy.
Yeah, they haven't. Do you think they've milked the Hulk enough to bring Amadeus Cho into the forefront?
He's not even Hulk anymore.
Yeah, he's champions now, right? He's been reduced to that.
Braun.
Braun, yeah.
He's Braun.
I think that's why they're merging into She-Hulk, and then gonna let She-Hulk kind of take the spotlight for a little while from Hulk. But I've also heard, I think Universal has the rights still to the Hulk movies.
Oh, really?
At least that's what I've heard, is Universal still owns the rights, and basically Marvel can make movies with Hulk, but not as the main character of the movie.
Damn the 90s and Marvel needing money, so they sold off
their
rights or all their properties. Now, imagine if they didn't sell off all the Fantastic Four and Spider-Man.
They'd be broke.
We're almost there.
No longer here.
They'll be out of business.
Yeah.
We're almost there. I mean, really, it's only Spider-Man or Spider-Verse, Hulk. Rumors is Namor. FF is back.
Is X-Men back as well, right?
X-Men's back also.
Fox, yeah.
But I think Namor is the other one that's kind of like in limbo. No one really knows.
Deadpool part of X-Men?
X-Force, yeah, he came back.
Okay.
He came back.
But we're not going to get, the rumors now, we're not going to get any more Deadpool movies because they don't want the R-rated movies.
I thought they didn't want to pay Rob Liefeld any more money.
Could be that too.
Another thing. Oh my God, that guy.
He's another one of those guys that some people just love him. I mean, it's just like Michael Turner is another guy that did not know anatomy. He drew some beautiful stuff, but you look at it and go, wait a sec. This guy's got like a rib up here and like extra stuff.
I tease Rob Liefeld, but my favorite artist is Jack Kirby, who just threw anatomy out the window,
Ditko in his Spider-Man in a variety of poses that were humanly impossible.
So but Ian put up his foot, which is all I think about when I think of Rob Liefeld, is how can I creatively make a mountain here or a pile of rocks or some dust so I don't have to draw feet
or some grass
or make this body so big that I don't have to show the knees.
It's just like
how many pouches can I put on a body?
No, and if you notice too, it's not just his feet, but every one of his characters, they look Asian. I mean, they're like seriously.
Oh, he's an anime fan, bro. He's anime.
I'm like, so bad.
He's an anime fan, right?
You guys have heard the Mission Impossible story about him and Tom Cruise, right? When he drew the comic adaptation of Mission Impossible.
I heard of it.
Tom Cruise got the proofs because he was approving it, and he sent them all back, and he said, "I look too gay." Oh, Tom, we don't want anybody to think you're gay.
No, we don't.
He's all, what's the temple going to think?
Yeah,
Temple going to think.
He spent a lot of money on, getting those thetans out.
I just love the fact now he's
this video is going to get
years.
Flagged.
Oh my god!
I mean, he's been doing it for years, but homaging his own covers all the time too.
The Snake Eyes. Have you guys actually seen the Snake Eyes art?
Yeah.
Yeah, the C cover that it was just Deadpool.
After me. How he signed it.
Did it really?
Yeah.
You know what? Like, he won't sign certain artists that do a homage to him, even though they're like after Liefeld, and stuff. I'm like, dude, seriously, you should just sign it. I mean, this person recognizes your contribution.
And as bad as a swiper as he is, you would think he would.
I know, right?
Yeah.
I know.
Remember
I know,
when
it's ridiculous. I'm like, this guy he has such a big ego. He needs to be taken a step down.
Oh, you got to hear his
that
podcast.
the signing he did for
No,
Deadpool for Snake Eyes. He's like, I won't sign any of the covers for Snake Eyes #1 when it came out if they're done by someone other than him. And then he came out with like 22 covers of it.
This is what reminds me of Liefeld when I see him on Instagram. Okay, guys. Okay, guys. Guess what I got, guys? Okay, guys. Unfollow.
This podcast is comedy, man. It's
dude.
comedy.
I'm gonna have to check that out, bro. Maybe we'll put some snippets in here, man.
Oh,
that'd be funny.
It's train wrecky. It's car crashy. But then he'll throw something out there, like he'll name a name, and you'll go, "Ooh, that's good little gossip there."
I will say, I've heard.
What if we got him on the show?
Nice guy, though.
What if we got him on the show?
We invited him on our show.
What did he say?
Today.
What happened?
What happened?
We got no response.
What? Alonzo, we could do it.
Like he's all about self-promotion of himself, that he would rather do it himself as opposed to
our approach was
going on different
Check out my new sideshow, guys. You guys ready for this?
Alonzo, our approach was, we're about the Bronze Age, and that's when he grew up too. We're the same age, and we just wanted to have him on to talk about the Bronze Age and the New Teen Titans, Byrne, Claremont, X-Men, all the stuff he loved, so he could gush. And I thought he would, take the bait, but he didn't. It was going to be. It would be absolutely.
Because there's no room to talk about his current stuff.
It would absolutely have been respectful. It would not have been like, "Why are you such a shit?" It would have been really respectful. But I'm sure he's a busy guy.
You wouldn't have Borated him?
No,
no.
Borated him.
Not our style. Not our style.
My friend Richard is 15 and very new.
Tell you what, John, let's get a couple extra zeros to our subscriber count, and we'll ask again.
Yeah, I have conflicting feelings about Rob Liefeld. I don't think he's inherently evil. I think he can't help himself.
I will say
it's a funny thing though, because JR, we were all there. Me, JR, and Rob, we were in the Hasbro line. I think in preview night, or maybe the first day of Comic-Con, and he walks up behind me and goes, "Hey guys, did you see my new Deadpool?" And he was really nice to us, though, right? He was a really good guy.
He's a nice guy.
He's a super nice guy, and I was like, "Why is everybody giving him shit?" But then I see his Instagram, I'm like, "Oh, okay."
Here's the thing. Okay. One-on-one, you guys have been to Frank & Sons if you live in Southern California?
Oh yeah.
Sure. Oh yeah.
He'll sit at that first booth that's all the way over to the left. He'll just sit there and hang out, and you can talk to people, and he won't sign stuff, but he'll have conversations and things. So that's really why we invited him, because he seemed genuinely approachable and a decent sort. But like you guys say, he gets on that podcast, he gets in front of a mic, he gets in front of a camera, and it's like, well, hi Rob, what's going on?
What's funny is you got him, and then to flip the coin, you got Neil Adams. That at least when I've met him, I think he's talented, but he's a fucking asshole.
He has an ego. Steranko as well.
Oh, yeah. Wow, yeah.
Oh, Steranko,
I
don't take pictures. A hot chick comes, "You want to take a picture with me?"
Well, you sell that
wig.
For that. You wouldn't want a picture of that wig either.
Yeah.
That is a wig, right?
There you go.
There you go.
All right, this is Rob.
See?
Famous
Rob.
See?
Famous Rob.
That's
I
gonna
don't
be
see
your
any.
shirt,
I don't
sir.
see any feet in that picture, bro. I still don't believe it.
Nah, I couldn't drew him, bro.
But no, that New Mutants 98, New Mutants 87, a whole generation of kids came up on that. And he's their friggin' hero. And
milking it.
Yeah. But who are we to tell all those kids that they can't have their memories, you know? I think what it was is he was so easy to imitate that it made kids think, oh, I can do this too, where you can't look at Neil Adams and go, oh, I can do this too, and have perfect anatomy and have it look good. But you can do a Rob Liefeld drawing on your notebook.
But you have to give him credit. We would not have Image Comics if he wasn't around.
Yeah.
It's just like, as a Raider fan, I fucking hate Al Davis, but we wouldn't have football the way we do if
100%.
it wasn't for Al Davis.
Yep. Truth.
I mean, and I love my Raider, I love what he did, but fuck him.
He was
He screwed us, Al Davis, for the last 25 years.
Young enough, brave enough, stupid enough to give up his guaranteed $1 million paycheck to go jump off a cliff and say, let's do this, you guys. We can actually own our own IP. We can actually do this. So 100% props.
Yeah. So, I mean, as much as I give him crap, I do appreciate what he did. Now it's kind of like, okay, just go in the corner and let other people do your shit.
Or
like Fighting American and all that crap. Let's just keep that. Let's
Matrix.
Keep that let's just keep that on kind of the corner, and you just do your thing.
Delete your Instagram, bro. Delete your Instagram. You'll be good. You know, I'll be okay with it.
He wants
is
to
this
be
the Love
relevant.
It segment?
He wants to be relevant. He loves the attention.
He does.
The attention.
No, he does. He very much does. I mean, it's just like, I remember one year at Comic-Con, like Jim Lee used to do, where he'd do sketches and then leave them like a scavenger hunt at Comic-Con. Well, Liefeld did the same thing and left it like in a pedicab or something. And it was there for a couple hours because no one wanted the damn thing.
he left them all around with invoices on them.
Probably.
And
little pockets with them.
And the Hurley shirts, man. Rob, like, let's get rid of the Hurley shirts, bro.
Move on to Quicksilver.
Move on to something else, man. It's
or at least go with Massimo.
Exactly.
But I want to thank John and Richard, man, for being on. We really appreciate you guys having on, man. We had a blast. You guys are just like part of the crew, man.
Thank you, guys.
You guys even dropped the dick joke, man. So you guys,
you know, want to keep those subscribers.
We're losing them quick.
If you invite us, we'll drop all the dick jokes you want, man.
All right.
So you can learn.
Well,
especially Alonzo.
Rob, famous Rob wants to
Alonzo likes to drop a lot of dick jokes.
So
drop something.
So the next day when you wake up, you'll be like,
dump.
where did my 50 subs go? You know,
In her ass.
Hey, but John and Richard, where can our Team Nerd Herd audience find you guys?
Bronze and Modern Gods on Instagram, Bronze and Modern Gods on Facebook, Bronze and Modern Gods on YouTube. Right, Richard?
Right, that's right.
And if you want to get one of Richard's really cool laser 3D printed corner box thingamabobbies that you've seen on Instagram, it's Adult Kid Toys on Instagram.
Thank you again, John and Richard, for coming on. We really appreciate it. And would you like to send us off, John?
If you want to do it right, collect what you like.
Nice.
Ooh.